name is called Support. So I'm taking it really literally this time, and I'm going to tell you about the time that the only time in my life that I was pretty seriously injured, but it was like a freak injury. No one really knows what caused it. When I was 15, I just suddenly couldn't walk anymore. Just like God sneezed and I had no feeling in my legs, and that was it. And I was in the hospital for a week, just laying around, and doctors were poking me and scanning me and taking blood from me and just coming up with nothing. They said I got too stressed out, so my body just shut down. And that was it. And they said, maybe this will happen again in your lifetime. I don't know. Good luck. Learn to walk again. There you are. So obviously I learned to walk again, but in the process, I had no feeling in my legs, but I could move them. So it was like trying to walk on water, I guess is the best way I could describe it. So I'll start you when I wake up in the hospital and have to like remember why I'm there, and they're like, oh, your legs don't work. Here's some macaroni and cheese, and then we'll start the process. But I woke up and I was like, all right, I'll eat this later. I have to pee so bad. So I like started to move my blankets to get up and be like, where's the bathroom? But they were like, no, 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 no. We'll bring it to you. And I don't know if you've ever been hospitalized to this extent, but they wheeled over a chair to me that was PVC pipe all glued together in chair form with a toilet seat glued to that and a 5-gallon bucket underneath it. And they were like, you'll go in that and we'll wheel it to you. And I was like, no, I will take myself to a flushing machine. And they said, the nurse just stood back and said, go ahead. So I moved the blankets and put my legs out over the side and just like crumbled and fell, like used the wheelie toilet to catch my fall. And she was like, maybe that's where you want to pee, just where you fall down from now on. So I did my first peeing in a 5-gallon bucket and not my last. And it felt like so terrible. So I didn't know what was going on, but I knew that I didn't want to be peeing in wheelie buckets for very long. Like, especially because I only had to pee. I didn't want to find out if I had to in one of those, guys. I didn't want to know. So, a couple days later, a couple rounds of physical therapy, I still couldn't walk at all. I needed literally support from like 3 or 4 people, and then I would sort of drag along like a little mermaid. And so one day, that same 5 days into the hospital, the same nurse from the first day asked me, she's like, do you have to go to the bathroom? And I was like, no. So I waited for her to leave so that I could try walking to the bathroom all by myself. And I stood up out of my bed and immediately fell on the ground. And I was like, all right, no pressure here. It's only like from me to you to get to the bathroom. And I like dragged myself, got there, got myself on the toilet, and then, you know, successfully peed. But then when I was chilling there, you know, like this, pants down, and I thought, I don't know what to do next. Because if you can't use your legs and you need your arms to walk, but then you have to pull your pants up, on the ground, done. So that was my first weeks of peeing with no legs. But it all worked out eventually, just a couple months in a wheelchair, and I was good, and now I'm back to normal. So